What's up, everybody? Welcome to the 2026 High on the Hog Festival in Winchester, Tennessee. Of course, every year the barbecue cook-off is the biggest event, but there's also car shows, cornhole tournament, beauty pageant, and of course for us, a disc golf tournament here at Winchester City Park. Hello to everybody. I'm Tim Genovese, and I'm going to attempt to bring you some lead card commentary of the MPO final round of the 2026 High on the Hog Disc Golf Tournament in Winchester, Tennessee. Sponsored by Green's Tree Service, Vessel Springs, Tennessee, 931 Graphics, Kiwanis Club of Franklin County, Tennessee, The Die Dude, and Tim's Ford Recovery Divers. We're here on beautiful Tim's Ford Lake. Let's get it started. Here's a layout of the Winchester City Park Disc Golf Course. It's actually one of the oldest courses in the state of Tennessee. I'm not exactly sure what year it was established, but maybe somebody can leave it in the comments for us. It's been totally redesigned since then for 19 holes of disc golf. This year's tournament is actually a fundraiser for establishing a second 18-hole course here on the Winchester City Park property. It's called Hornets Hollow. Here are the results of the first round of the tournament. We're going to be following the lead card, the second and final round. And there are some highly skilled disc golfers here battling it out to see who can be the champion. First off, we've got our tournament leader here, rated 1021, Aidan Scott from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Next, we've got rated 943, Calin Steele from McMinnville, Tennessee. Third on the card, we've got rated 947, Hayden Curl from right here in Winchester, Tennessee. And rounding out our lead card, we've got rated 981, Patrick Belding from Mount Juliet, Tennessee. All right, here we go. Opening up with hole one. Aidan Scott's got a 2-stroke lead over Calin Steele, 3 strokes over Hayden Curl, and 4 strokes over Patrick Belding. Aidan going with a forehand through the gap. A little short right, should have a look. Calin getting some air on his. Ooh, ace run over the top. Hayden flicks his forehand right where you want it. Should be nice. Looks like Patrick's lining up. Backhand turnover. Nice and smooth. Slides up next to the tree. Hayden chaining out to the left on his birdie. It's Patrick looking at his birdie. Spins it a little high, catches the flag. There's Calin picking up the first birdie of the round. Puts in his par. Hayden grabbing a birdie. Patrick with his par. So Calin and Hayden both pick up a stroke. Aidan still 1 up on Calin, 2 up on Hayden. Hole 2. Calin, nice little skip up. Hayden pulling out a left-handed backhand. Looks like he might have caught a little something there short. Aidan with a big flare skip. This should be nice. Patrick stays a little right, leave him some. There's Hayden having to pitch up for par. Patrick with circle two-stepper. Ooh, just short off the front of the cage. Calin leaving himself a little short. Aidan picking a stroke back up on everybody. Put in his par. Par and par. Going into hole 3, Aidan Scott. 2-stroke lead over Calin. 3 over Hayden. Top of the box. Aidan Scott, hole 3. Nice, smooth backhand through the gap. That's what you want. Looks like the basket's elevated today. Harder to ace. Calin stays a little right around the cables, but should have a look. Hayden going with the forehand. It's the only chance you got to ace if you can get over the top. Come a little short, but sneaks through. Should be fine. It's down in the sink. Patrick kept his low. Sits up there nice. They should all have a look. Calin getting his birdie. Lost the sound here. Changing cameras up. Patrick just keeps his in. He'll take it. Aidan right on the pole. And there's Hayden for the star frame. Birdies all around. Good job, guys. Hole 4. Aidan still got a 2-stroke lead on Calin. 3 on Hayden. Par 3. It's 235, but it's through a lot of trees. Aidan right down the gap. That looks nice right up there. Calin's a little higher. Might drift a little more right. Should still have a look. Hayden with his forehand. Catches that tree and stops it right next to the basket. Patrick's backhand just clips the tree. Pushes him left over there beyond the creek. Weighing up his options. Wanting to make a run for it. Yeah, he changed his mind. Lay it up there for a par. Calin a little short in front of the cage for his birdie. Patrick's par. Aidan for birdie. Hayden for birdie. And Calin picking up this par. Time for hole 5. Aidan with 3 strokes over Calin. 3 strokes over Hayden. It's a little 214 feet. A little uphill. Forehand right in front of the basket. Hayden curls forehand. Lost a little bit, but there it was right there. Looks nice up next to the basket. Calin getting a little air on his. Should be fine. Ooh, Patrick buzzing the tower. No chain left for Aidan. That's a birdie. Aidan putting in that par. Hayden and Calin sitting right there. Nice little birdies. Yep. We'll all be picking up a stroke on this hole. Hole 6. Aidan Scott holding a 2-stroke lead over Calin Steele and 2 strokes over Hayden Curl. Hayden's leading us all. 262, a little downhill. Actually, good tree. Right, checked him up right there next to the basket. Calin getting a little high up. Maybe drift a little right again. Should still have a look. Patrick getting a little anti-skip. Should still look good though. Oh, Aidan rolls it right up next to it. There's a birdie for Calin. Oop. Patrick, a little pump fake on me. Grabs that birdie though. Hayden Curl gets his birdie. Aidan should be putting his in. Another star frame. Here we go with 7. Aidan holding a 2-shot lead on Calin and Hayden. Hayden pulling out that left-handed backhand. 322, a little uphill. Absolute laser. Oh, I'm sure that's right under there. Calin, a nice smooth hyzer. Should be good too. Patrick going straight at it. Might be a little short. Hayden with a big hyzer bomb, which I lost. There it goes, right there. It's a little right. It's gonna leave him some work. You can hear the wind kick up a little bit. And Hayden, a little high. It's gonna leave him a tester comebacker. Oh yeah. Patrick says, give me a birdie. There's Aidan's comebacker. Right on. Nice par save. Calin a little tap in, and Hayden a drop in. So they all pick up a stroke. Aidan Scott now 1 up on Calin Steele and 1 up on Hayden Curl. Going into hole 8. Hole 8's got quite a few different lines.
Nice shot.
Hayden with a nice little turnover forehand, should be good. Calin going with the same shot. Turned it over a little more though, down in that ditch close to OB. That's what they're probably talking about. Patrick's forehand.
Yeah, good shot.
Right up there. Hayden flicking it right past the pole. Tough footing. A little short for Patrick wanting a birdie. Give it to him. That's a little uphill. That's not an easy putt. Hayden grabs his birdie. Aidan with a laser beam birdie. Calin tapping in for par. All right, we're headed back out of the woods now for hole 9. Aidan holds a 1-stroke lead over Hayden Curl, 2 over Calin, and 4 over Patrick. Hayden looking for the forehand over the softball field. Clean. Over the top a little deep. Good shot though. Patrick going with the backhand. A little left. Aidan also the traditional backhand. Big hyzer. Spikes it in next to the pole. Stands up, rolls.
Oh my God.
Oh, it went out of bounds through the gate, I think. Calin a smooth backhand. Again. Not happy with that birdie try. Yeah, he had to step it off there. This would be his par save. Walking past, not out of bounds, just if you go through the gate. Oh, catches the band. That's going to be a bogey. Opening up some strokes. Calin sailing a little high for his birdie. Patrick gets his comeback par. Hayden looking to pick up some strokes. Little soft, short. Calin gets his par. That's a bogey for Aidan. Par for Hayden's. Hayden picks up a stroke, evens it up with Aidan. Calin's still 1 back and 3 back for Patrick. Going into hole 10. Hole 10's got a crazy little Mando. Best way to get up there is a roller that cuts left. Lost Patrick's there, but his curled left. Kind of like Calin's here. Aidan catches the tree too. It's a tough tee shot. Nice try. This is definitely usually considered a bonus birdie. Calin gets it up there. Hayden giving his a look. Oh, in front of the cage. Almost got that bonus birdie.
Let's go.
Looks like they're all going to grab pars here, which is pretty normal. Yeah. Star pars. Hole 11. Aidan and Hayden are still tied. Calin 1 back, Patrick 3 back. Hole 11. Hayden sizing up the forehand. Flirts with that OB road out there, but looks good. It's down the ditch. Hole 11 plays about 15 foot downhill. Patrick going straight at it. Catches a tree limb. Kicks it straight down. Calin with a pretty forehand. Puts it up there in the circle. Aidan straight at it. A little right. It's Patrick's upshot. Gets caught by the wind a little bit. There's Hayden looking for his birdie. A little bit outside the circle probably. Just a little tap on the band. Good run. Hayden daggering in his birdie. Killer instinct. Ooh, Patrick leaves it left and is not happy. Oh, and Calin chains right a little bit. Definitely not happy either. There you go. Stop the bleeding. He's going to have to take a bogey on that one. Hayden tosses in his par. Calin drops in a par. So going into 12, Aidan's got a 1-stroke lead again over Hayden. 2 over Calin. 12's a par 4. Chance for an eagle. 425, 15, 20 foot uphill. Aidan with a big backhand turnover. Yeah, I lost it in the trees there because that was pretty deep. He's way up there. Hayden Curl pulling out that left backhand again. Missile. Straight up the gap. Ooh, catches that last tree. That was going to slide up there.
Can't believe it's not butter.
Calin with a good shot. That's where you usually want to be. Patrick used a roller, but it cut left hard on him. Here's his upshot. Still looking at a nice birdie. Calin hitting the pole on his upshot, looking at a birdie. There's Hayden for eagle. Here's Aidan. Looking for him an eagle. And nails it in the headwind. Big putt. Good job. Gaining strokes there. Ooh, about snuck out, but he got his birdie. That headwind lifted Calin's a little bit. He's going to have to take a par. And There's Hayden's birdie. But with an eagle, Aidan picks up another stroke. He's 2 up on Hayden. Now 4 up on Calin. Going into 13. Par 3, 368.
Yeah, that's
Aidan hit the gap, a little short. Behind that bush. Hayden with his laser forehand. Oh, oh. That looked like it skipped right next to the basket. Sounds like Patrick's trying to power up here. Right at it. Looks. Oh, caught a little bit of the leaves. Knocked him down right into that bush, it looks like. Calin going with his forehand. It looked like it stayed a little left. Didn't come back. Yeah, there's his upshot. We'll have a little par look. Here's Aidan looking at going over that guardian bush. Ooh, a little helicopter action. Try it. Patrick's all in there. That's about all he could do.
good too.
Boom, there's Hayden with a birdie. It's a nice birdie. Calin getting his par. Patrick par. Aidan par. Hayden curl picks up a stroke. Now he's 1 back of Aidan. Going into 14. Little ace run, 188. I did a little catch cam on this in case one of them aced. Hayden just came up right behind that tree that was in front of me. That was Aidan's. Here comes Patrick's. Flying past me and going down that hill. That's dangerous down towards the lake. Falls off pretty hard. Calin with a smooth upshot. Little drive. Looks right there. Bam! There's Aidan. He's not wanting to give up anything. Good putt. Patrick from down the hill. Oh, about threw it in.
No, but it almost did.
That's a bird for Hayden. Bird for Calin. They almost picked up a stroke, but Aidan putting it in over there again. There's a little chase card action on the left there as the guys are heading down to 15. That's Seth Drain laying out, trying to catch up to that lead card. It's hole 15. Aidan still holds 1 shot over Hayden. Now 4 over Calin. 353. Big hill to the right. Forehand, heat sinking missile. Oh, right past the pole. What a shot. Aidan with a backhand rip. Stays a little right down the hill. Kind of hard on himself there. Calin turning over his backhand. Going deep. It's well past the hole. Patrick gets a little turn on his. Comes back. Oh, that's nice. Calin coming back up the hill. Nice upshot, leaves him easy bird or par. Here's Aidan, not wanting to give up anything ever. And there it is. Nice job. Getting that birdie. Patrick for birdie. Hayden needing to keep up. Yeah, there you go. Got his birdie. All right, going to 16, still one up on Hayden. Gonna fight it to the end. 16's 340, but that's downhill, a little over 30 feet. Big left-handed hyzer. There it came back.
Nice shot. Thank you.
Aidan Scott trusting his over the water.
Staying out of the way.
There you
Nice
go,
shot,
comes
Aidan.
right back.
Yeah, I finally
Nice,
got one
nice
close.
shot. Patrick's is a little left, but the hill caught it, kept him pretty close. Calin laying it out over the water.
Get little legs. Yeah.
Nice.
There he is, a little short, but it's there. There's that chase card again. Working hard. Hayden smashing his birdie. In that wind down there by the lake. There's another birdie. See if Calin can keep it going. Oh yeah. And there it is. Birdies all around. Hole 17. 470 feet back up the hill. Par 4. Chance for an eagle for a few of these guys. Hayden with his big lefty backhand. That's a little over 3 stories back uphill. 30 plus feet. Aidan Scott with a rip. Oh, that's big. That's almost all the way up to the cables. That's 400 easily. Patrick, little turnover, come back. Calin keeping it lower. Smashes it up there. That's a big drive. Patrick's upshot comes up a little short. Hayden with a little flick, catches the pole. Calin going for it. About killed a bird, he said. Aidan looking at an eagle. Oh, and look, check it out. Getting some pole on that. It's a great run. Hayden needing this bad. Keep up with. Yes. Good putt. It's going to keep him within one stroke. 2 holes to go. Calin with the bird. Patrick gets his par. Aidan with a birdie as he looks at his phone. Alright, going into 18. Still 1 up on Hayden Curl. 266. Kind of a low ceiling. Hayden with a forehand. Turns over a little bit more on him than he wants. Let's see how much it came back. Aidan with a nice little backhand turnover. Shouldn't be too bad. Calin keeping his down. Up there around Aidan somewhere. Patrick getting up there a little bit. Clipped a little bit of the trees, knocked him down. There he is for his birdie. Ooh, nice stepper, caught the band. Alright, big putt for Hayden. Oh, and just skims it. Good run though, he gave it enough. Aidan. Oh, pops out. Keeps Hayden alive. Calin getting him a birdie. Big comebacker for Hayden. He needs this. Oh yeah, no problem. That's a par. It's a par for Aidan. Going to the final hole. 19. Aidan still up 1. 331, a little downhill. I measured about 10, 12 feet downhill. Calin still leading off. Looks like he caught that tree and kicked him back left. Shouldn't be too bad. Hayden looking at his forehand. Looked like he got that tree there. Dang. Aidan going over all the trees with a huge hyzer. Bam, came right down there and tombstoned. Patrick going straight at it. Catches a little bit of the cabbage. Looks like it pushed through. Yeah, here's Hayden having to throw it up. Patrick finishes with a stepper birdie. Nice putt. There's that tombstone of Aidan's right in front of him. Hayden pretty much knows it's over from there. Still a great putt. Finishes off strong still. Calin tapping in to let Aidan Scott finish off this round. Bam. Birdie for the win.
Oh, dang.
There's your champion. Aidan Scott, MPO champion, 2026 High on the Hog. The 10-18 round. Hayden Curl with a 10-29 round. 13 under. I'm not sure what the course record is, but that's got to be close. If somebody knows what the course record is, let us know down in the comments if you will. Calin Steele with a 9 under round, finishing third. And there's Seth Drain with 11 under round, 1006 rated, putting in some work to catch and tie Patrick Belding for fourth place. That's 3,000 rated or higher rounds. That's pretty good if you ask me. Good job, fellas. Well, that's a wrap on this year's High on the Hog Disc Golf Tournament. I hope the commentary wasn't too bad. This is such a great round of disc golf by these MPO players. I figured we needed a little bit of explanation. Hope to see you guys next year. We'll do it again. Here's the check presentation from AJ Ladd to the Kiwanis Club for the development of the new 18 holes Hornet Hollow, a fun new course in the wooded area here at Winchester City Park. Alright, y'all, as we get out of here, since this is our local seat here in Winchester, I'd like to give a shout out to the rest of the division winners. Good job, everybody. See you next year.